It is very sunny for so early in the morning. The lioness is already up. She may have not even went to sleep yet, still wide awake since last night. Since she picked herself right back up and dragged this strange creature right the hell out of there. Yes, very sunny and safe. This is the thickest part of her home, and no one can find them. She has already spent the rest of the night licking his wounds and neglecting hers, but she doesn't think twice. She has already spent the rest of the night and the morning studying him, touching him, holding him, keeping him warm, guarding his breathing until she felt confident he had good rhythm and that he wasn't twitching and tossing and turning. And her heart raced like never before. She thought she would just explode. When would he wake? How much longer could she hold on? She wanted to pass out, even right on top of him, but she also wanted to be awake so that she could explain to him whatever he needed to know. So she decides to finally tend to her wounds. She sets up all the necessary material and starts to groom herself. She does this a little bit away from him, not to disturb him. And then there is a sound. She doesn't turn to look. She gives it space, maybe to see his reaction. She feels and hears his breathing is different. Surely he must be up by now. She pretends to not notice. She holds steady, licking her wounds. But then she has to stop. The wolf is right behind her, and he leans in close, his chest on her back, his beating heart. His face comes from behind, right alongside hers. He nudges her cheek, telling her to lean her head back. She does. She is under his face. He is over hers. No more second-hand smells. He touches her lips. He tastes her completely. The wolf circles gently around her. Now he is right on top of her, but they are eye to eye. They stare at each other infinitely, both eyes wild and mesmerized. He lowers his head, nudges her chest, her heart. He feels it fiercely beating. He uses his tongue. He positions her. He grooms her, locates all of her wounds. She is anxious in case he presses too hard, in case it hurts, but it doesn't. He is perfect. He starts to lick her wounds, just like she did for him, and she thinks, he knows. Yes, surely he must know. But she cannot think much longer. She lets herself go. She leans all the way back and goes limp, still breathing heavy. Any part of her is exposed. Any part is his to do what he will. And he soothes her wounds. The last thing she feels is that tongue. Then she finally passes out. The wolf stays. He makes sure there is no more bleeding. He stays close. He doesn't budge from her side. The entire day passes. The sun falls and evening comes. Finally, she wakes up. She looks at him, gently sleeping, his face on her chest. She purrs. She smiles. She remembers everything.